Jonathan Hogg is out as well for tomorrow. There we as well have the hope that he is back on Tuesday in preparation for the Sheffield Wednesday game. At the minute, I think it looks better by Rajiv rather than by Hoggy, but we will see what happens over the next 4 days. And then it's still Joe Scannell out.
Everybody else is fit though. For example, Joe Lolly came through his appearance at Wigan, and no ill effects from that.
No, I think he used the last days to improve. He will get some further minutes tomorrow for sure, and he is a player, and I said this after the Wigan game, where we have to make sure that he now gets some trainings and game minutes in his legs. He was out for a very long period, I think 4.5 months, and we have to make sure that he at first stays fit and healthy, and then after a few weeks he will be able to really help us as a starter over a longer period. And we probably will have a very busy period at the end of January, in February, and for this we have to make sure that we have a proper squad in terms of fitness, healthy.
You made 7 changes to the side who beat Wigan. Will it be a similar side to that one who takes on Port Vale?
We will make some changes for sure. If it will be as much as it was at the last game, to be fair, I'm unsure at the minute. I think the final decision we will make today after the training, maybe tomorrow morning. But we have to make sure that the team who is on the grass tomorrow will be ready to do everything to bring us in the next cup round. This is our target, and I think this don't depends on the starting 11 or on the squad tomorrow. This only depends on our attitude and our right identity, that we are ready, prepared for a FA Cup game, the oldest competition in the world. So it's great to be involved in such a traditional competition, and this is what we like to show. We like to do everything to come in the next cup round. And again, it doesn't depend on who will start tomorrow. It only depends on the players who are involved have to be ready, focused, concentrate on themselves, and then we like to be as strong as we can. And this is the only thing we have in our head. It isn't who will start or not. It's only, come on, let's get us in the next round.
Will your team selection though be mindful of a very difficult game against Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship? So might that influence who plays in the FA Cup?
No, it isn't in my mind what is in a week later. It's more in my mind what was in the past 5 months when I make the selection of the game tomorrow. And it is in my mind that I like to win this game tomorrow. So it isn't Sheffield Wednesday. This is too far away. More what happened in the past and how we can beat them tomorrow. The good thing is, but to be fair, I didn't need the game against Wigan to know this, that everybody in our team is a starter and everybody is important in our team. Of course, some players have more minutes in their legs than other players, but everybody knows that he is an important part in our group, and I think this is the most important thing to deliver, that you feel you are a part in the group. Then you are able, if you know what you have to do and if you are fit, that you are able to deliver. And this is what this group did excellent in the last 5 months. We are able to rotate the team. We are able to arrest some players if they need, and we are able to use some players if we have to use them, if we need them, and everybody is able to switch on from 1 second to the other as a part in this group. And this is a very, very big advantage that we have, and this advantage we like to keep on running for sure, because we know we don't have the biggest squad in this division, and if you don't have the biggest squad, you have to make sure that at the right moment you arrest the right players, and at the right moment you use the right players. And in the past, the players did it excellent. I know that it isn't ordinary. This is extraordinary to have this character in a dressing room that everybody is able to switch on when you use him and when you need him. And this is something I really love when I speak about this group, because this isn't extraordinary.
Do you feel you're overdue a cup win?
It's time for a cup win, isn't it? Especially for me. So at the minute I'm not able to say I'm a real cup manager, to be fair. But together with my players, I try everything to correct this. That till now I hasn't the successful period as a cup manager so far.
Is it a no-win game in a way, in that you are expected to beat Port Vale? So either you beat them and everybody goes, well, you should beat them, or an upset happens and nobody wants to talk about that at all?
No, first of all, we have to make sure it's a different competition. So it has nothing to do with what we did in the championship in the last 5 months. Different competition. It's only, go to the next stage or be out of the competition. And for us, it's only important to go to the next round. Of course, if you are the championship side and you play at home game against a League One side, maybe it's the first time we are favorite in this season in a different competition, to be fair. And we like to come to the next round. And we have every respect, like always, for Port Vale and their quality. And we do everything to prepare us as serious as always to be a competitor against them. And we know every game is a tight game, even against a League One side, and we've had this experience when we lost against Shrewsbury at the beginning of the season. And of course, we like to show that we learned our lessons and that we are now 5 months further than the game against Shrewsbury, where we lost, and we deserved at this moment against this team to go out of the League Cup 5 months ago. And now we have to show that we are better prepared, that we learned our lessons, and that we come into the next round. This is our target.
And Port Vale are likely to sit in deep and try and hit you on the counter-attack. Is that something you'll have to prepare for a bit differently?
If this happens, nobody knows. I think as well we are prepared to play against an opponent with this style, especially in the last home games, to be fair. I think Nottingham did the same, Blackburn did the same in the past. So we played now a lot of opponents who tried to be successful against us, especially when we played at home, to sit deep and try to beat us on a counter. So we have to make sure that, first of all, we are strong enough in our ball position and are able to keep the ball, that we are on one side be patient enough, on the other side be strong, quick and energetic enough. So this is a balance we have to find. I think it's very important to have a good balance, especially behind the ball. So all the details, all the small things you have to make right if you play against an opponent who sits deep, and this is what we have to make sure.